The hopes of the world are being raised and will soon be dashed by the hope that Iran could be restrained from developing nuclear weapons. It's very important for us to understand the nature of the con job that Iran is pulling on the world at this point. What they're doing is they elected a president who's allegedly a moderate, and he goes around saying nice things, and we hope that talks will lead to progress and avert the need for further sanctions or a military strike. But it's nonsense. It's total naivety. What Rouhani, first of all, understand that Rouhani only got to be president because the Ayatollah let him be president. The Ayatollah in Iran gets a whole list of the candidates who are running and vetoes 90% of them. The only ones that are allowed to run are the very few that he lets run. So he let Rouhani run. And he never would have done that, and he never would have let Rouhani win in what is always essentially a rigged election, unless he had decided that he needed to buy time. Rouhani previously served as Iran's negotiator earlier in this process of buying time. And he recently boasted on Iranian television that when he took over as negotiator, Iran only had 150 centrifuges, and now it has over 2,000. And they couldn't make yellow cake, and now they can. And he boasted of all the progress that was made toward developing a bomb while he was playing for time in these negotiations. And the Ayatollahs figured he did such a good job of it last time, they're sending him out to do it again. And as ever, Obama's falling for the trap. And now the Iranians are playing sort of hard to get, and Obama's chasing them, which is just the posture that the Iranians want Obama to be in. Desperate for a diplomatic deal and anxious to conclude one with Iran. This closely parallels what North Korea did. In 2005, North Korea, you may recall, surrendered. They announced they were not going to pursue nuclear weapons. They were going to open the country to UN inspectors. And the Bush administration congratulated itself that it was its sanctions that had brought this about. Well, in 2006, North Korea exploded its first bomb. That was just a gimmick to buy themselves 8 or 9 months in which they went through the crucial stages of taking these centrifuges and moving them from 21% uranium enrichment up to the 90% level that's required for critical mass. And they just needed some protection to be sure they weren't bombed or attacked while they were doing it. Once they developed nuclear weapons, they figured correctly that nobody would ever attack them. So that's what Iran is doing. And this president does not see through it. The sanctions are hurting Iran, but Iran is very close to developing a weapon. Israel is going to have to attack Iran, and Iran is hoping that an international climate will be such that Israel can't attack without getting the condemnation of the world, while they're in the process of going through the final crucial stages of developing nuclear weapons. It's all a trick. Thanks for watching.